salute when you see me. That jealousy is an ocean, and you either float or you sink. Moment of truth, credit check, you not approved. BB King, I'm in love with the blues. Don't start me up, I got finishing moves. Look, salute when you see me. Slid through all the commotion, it's breaking news, they got an ad on TV. Popping out on them, I'm politicking, probably in a section where you not permitted.
Well, they indeed love their football here in upstate New York as you look inside of Bills Stadium in Orchard Park.
The folks in Buffalo love their Bills, and a moment ago they entered to the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with the Tennessee Titans.
And we are underway in Buffalo.
Now here's Johnson. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And some room to work. There he goes left side. The 20. And he's in for the score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
This defense for the Titans, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Firing quickly is Allen. That's complete. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Play action. Now it's Allen. Eluding the pressure right.
Oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Now a handoff looking right. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line.
92 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign.
First down, Tennessee.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Get him down, but he does reach the 5.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their futures. They look ahead to the offseason. What spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too. Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions and not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know some big guy, we're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not.
And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. A great effort there. Doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter.
And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 21-0.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On play action, Allen. They'll roll him out right. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Allen. A high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Allen. Allen hit. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And they're going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale.
Puts it on the carpet, it's out. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. They're already trailing here in this first quarter. Last thing they needed was to cough the football. Well, they coughed it up, but luckily for them, it went out of bounds.
Yeah, still a long way to go. But when you're losing, every possession takes on a little bit more importance, doesn't it? And in that case, they almost made this game a lot more difficult for themselves by turning it over. Fortunate there.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Alert, alert, alert. All 52.
Handoff comes to Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard. Allen now looks to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now. as he'll kick it away for the second time. On the return following a punt of 41. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Now they try the right side here. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 108 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Off play action. Sykes. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
Off the play fake. Sykes. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And the Bills are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, this offense has had their way for the most part here in this first half, but that time, maybe they got a little greedy.
Well, it is hard to blame them, isn't it? Because like they said back in the 1980s, greed can be good. Stick with what's been working. But that time, I think you got a little bit too much air under that one, and it turned into a turnover that was much needed by that defense.
He's going to float this one deep right side.
And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down. Here's second and 10.
A give. This is Cook. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Check pass, check pass. Mike's 22, Mike's 22. Everyone pretty quiet.
Third down, Dalvin Cook. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on fourth down. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taken in at the 22.
So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return.
And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. From the gun on 3rd down. Sykes escaping the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. Past the 20. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
151 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
Back to throw. Sykes. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great play there. With touchdown number 27, that ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year.
And the Titans continue to pull away here in this first half.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes this 35-0 now.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he returns this to the 22.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take...
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on 1st down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
After the sack on 1st down, Allen. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Mike 22, Mike 22. I'm not ready. Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. I'm on.
From the gun, it's Allen.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed.
And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Looking to throw. Sykes. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Titans have taken a 6-touchdown lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will swell by one more. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Under pressure, and down he goes. Montez Sweat in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Flush to his, and he's going to go down again. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's A.J. Cole now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. Able to spin free. And how about this? He takes it all the way back. No time, no flags, a punt return touchdown, and a stunning end of the first half.
And they kicked it to him. They kicked it to him.
Now the try here for the point after. And the route is on here in this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. hours of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
He's checking. Crash.
They run it again with Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Allen off the play fake. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 41. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that 4th.
And why wouldn't they? It's not just getting the 4th. He's the hot hand, so to speak, right? The hot feet in this situation. And he knows how to find the end zone. That time, he just didn't get there.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Sykes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2.
We want it. Come to my work. Tighten up. Under 10. 10. Check 4. Ready alert. Banjo.
They'll try and run for it. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, they certainly haven't been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
Still 9 remaining on second down.
Here we go, here we go. Max 22, Max 22. Hey, me and you all day, all day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Again, it's Cook. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Here's Allen to throw it. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Pulled in at the 24. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the road
true.
to be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth. When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Looking to throw. Sykes throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do work.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And this Titan offense is running away with this one. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
I can't believe they even let you play. Hey, check 24, check 24. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cook. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
It's been a long day for you. Wow. Safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Shoot.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. Is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's A.J. Cole now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And we'll see what he can do on the return. Nowhere to go that time. It's a 46-yard punt with a loss on the return. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk.
A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. A big play that time for the Titans.
Even with a big lead here in the 4th, it still bombs away, and frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Off play action. Sykes. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Check 50, 60. Check 55 tonight.
Off the play fake. Sykes. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great play there. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And this Titans offense continues to pour it on. Extra point right down the middle, and that will extend this big lead. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Here we go.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cook, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Regular. Slam.
Allen. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Blitz, watch the blitz. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Get ready.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's A.J. Cole now, standing just outside his own goal line. Taken from just outside the 30. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Michael O.J. Mudia. And the Bills will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 43. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Montez Sweat in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. To try again after the sack. Allen, quick hitter here, it's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing is Allen on third. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Titans are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the fourth.
Here we go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Steps away to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. He's going to air one out. And that ball incomplete. He couldn't work free from his defender, and now it's third down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And he comes back with one complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll look to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 2nd down and 7. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down.
Push him back. 47's the mic. 47's the mic.
Back to throw again. And that is incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Again, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a first down.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
From the gun, Sykes. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by one more.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Taken from about the 12. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
And they will take a knee here. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And I tell you